Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have quite a lengthy video for you today. It's going to be about an hour, so if you're going to stick around for the entire time, you guys know I appreciate it. Definitely let me know, and thank you so much for the support. So we're going to be showcasing KPOP964'S Wildcard run, and so this is going to be the Sorcerous Cup. We're almost done covering Sorcerous. I do want to start covering the Catacomb Cup, so if you have any Catacomb content or tournaments, early tournaments, practice tournaments, definitely let me know because I would love to showcase them. So let's go ahead and take a look at K-Pop's team. He has Hypno, Azumel, Alolan Muck, Munchlax, Noctowl, and Beedrill, and his opponent has Toxicroak, Hypno, Azumel, Skuntank, Frostlass, and Linoone. So really interesting. The question I guess I have for K-Pop is, was this tournament before Beedrill's Community Day? Because if it was, then this Beedrill does not have Drill Run. I still think Beedrill is good even without Drill Run because you have that Sludge Bomb, which is going to hit Azumel really hard. I guess we'll find out. But in comes Hypno. It looks like this Hypno has Thunder Punch, and was that Fire Punch or Focus Blast? It was kind of hard to see. It looks like it's it's going to be Fire Punch. So double elemental punches, really nice, really nice. Fire Punch, definitely going to go to town against this Frostlass. That actually makes a lot of sense. Honestly, doing a lot of damage to Frostlass. I mean, Fire Punch, not the greatest move in terms of damage output, but Frostlass not really taking it that well because it is a squishy Pokemon. So Hypno going to be hit by a charge attack. Let's see, if it's Shadow Ball, it might knock it out. It's going to be Avalanche. Hypno is going to be able to tank that and have energy ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch. I guess it doesn't matter which one you go for against the Linoone. So Linoone definitely going to shield that. Can he get to another one? He can. Going to get to another Fire Punch. Now this is not going to be enough to knock out the Linoone, but it's going to get it so low. And in comes Munchlax. Now, of course, Linoone is a normal type, so it's going to be resisting or double resisting Lick from Munchlax. Munchlax goes down, wasting the energy on the Linoone. In comes Beedrill, so it looks like this Beedrill does have Drill Run, so obviously it was after the Community Day, which obviously makes sense, but either way, winning Game 1 of Round 1, this is going to be a 7-round tournament. Of course, I think all Wildcard tournaments are 7 rounds, so leading Hypno into Toxicroak, huge match. It looks like that Toxicroak is going to bail, but super late on the switch. In comes Beedrill, so Beedrill, it's actually running Aerial Ace instead of X-Scissor. I think I've seen a lot of X-Scissor, but Aerial Ace makes sense too. Let's see how he plays it. So, going to be shielded. The opponent probably expected the Drill Run. Beedrill is going to opt to shield this because he wants to be able to win the lead, get to another Drill Run, and he's going to be able to get to it. Now, is this enough to knock out that Skuntank? It is super effective. I say it's got to be, right? It's got to be. Oh, Skuntank protects itself anyway, so we're not going to find out. And then it just farms down. So what is going to come in? It's got to be the Munchlax. You cannot do much damage with Confusion. No, it's going to be Hypno. Going for the Fire Punch. Okay, so he knew he had stored energy ready to go. I guess that's why you bring in the Hypno. Neither one were great options, but I guess Hypno is going to be able to do a lot of damage. In comes Frostlass to be able to take another Fire Punch. Now keep in mind, it's not enough to knock out the Frostlass, but look how much damage that does. Switching into Munchlax Lick, super effective to the Frostlass, although Avalanche is still going to dish out a lot of damage. So Avalanche coming through, going to be doing a lot of damage, just going to lick that Frostlass down. We'll have to see what comes in. It will be, Toxicroak. Okay, so Body Slam going to connect into the Toxicroak. Toxicroak is low because of Hypno. Actually not enough, but another Lick will be able to finish it off. Munchlax putting in work. Honestly, I love Munchlax. I've used it myself in my Wildcard tournament, and I went 5-2. Munchlax helped me out a lot, so it's a fantastic Pokemon for this cup. I absolutely love it. So Munchlax going to get off a Body Slam and be able to knock out Skuntank. So I thought he was in a really bad position, but he actually pulled on out and was able to win that. So winning round 1, however, of course we play 3 games, so they're going to jump into a 3rd game in just one moment. We'll have to see how these trainers played out. So it's going to be Beedrill as the lead versus Azumel. So this is definitely good. Poison Jab going to be super effective, obviously. In comes Skuntank. Wow, switching Skuntank in against the Beedrill, knowing that this Beedrill has Drill Run. That is actually crazy. Doing a lot of damage to Skuntank. In comes Azumel. So Azumel just going to farm down. That Skuntank can knock into his Sludge Bomb. May have been at a crunch. I'm not sure. I wasn't counting. But we'll see what comes in. K-Pop in total control of this game. Again, this game does not matter because he still won the round. But still, obviously you want to try and play your best. So going for the play rough. That is shielded by the Hypno. Maybe expecting a Hydro Pump, but still Play Rough will still do a decent amount anyway. Ooh, can't get to another charge attack. Most likely a Thunder Punch, but Azumarill can take it. Okay, opting to shield that. Maybe trying to get to 2 Play Roughs. That's why he decided to shield. Going for the first Play Rough. So this Play Rough is probably going to connect. No, it's not. Never mind. So now, okay, switching out into Azumarill. So now Beedrill comes in. Beedrill, most Azumarill are running Play Rough in this format, so it's probably not Ice Beam. I stand corrected. It is Ice Beam. So I was going to say Play Rough is going to be resisted, but it actually was. But this Drill Run is going to connect. It's not going to take Azumarill out, but it's still going to do a decent amount of damage, and these Poison Jabs just add up, and that Azumarill is super low. K-Pop still has the shield on his side. In comes Azumarill going for that Play Rough right now. So this Play Rough definitely going to knock out the opposing Azumarill, no doubt about it. In comes that Hypno. Hypno most likely will get to a Thunder Punch. You could shield this. Let's see if he decides to. He does decide to shield it, so going to shield that. Is he going for the Hydro Pump? No, it looks like, oh, he's going to bail to catch the charge attack with Hypno. Beautiful switch, saving up that energy for later. But at this point, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Unless if the opposing Hypno has Shadow Ball, even then it doesn't matter. So this Hypno going to go just straight Thunder Punches. Even a Shadow Ball, I don't think is enough to knock out Hypno. I could be wrong, maybe the Shadow Ball is enough, but he still has a Play Rough ready to go. It doesn't knock it out, so I was right, but either way, he still has, that Azumarill with Play Rough in the back, ready to knock out the Hypno anyway, so able to win Game 3, so a full sweep in Round 1, so beautifully played. And we'll jump into Round 2 in just a moment. Okay, let's take a look at the opponent's team now. We see Azumarill, Bronzong, Noctowl, Alolan Muck, Frostlass, and Celio, so really cool team, really powerful team. We'll have to see how it plays out. I would assume that the opponent probably doesn't expect Fire Punch, but they probably expect Shadow Ball. Oh, switch. I didn't even see that switch. Nice switch on the opponent's end to catch that charge attack. He may have thought he was trying to catch Shadow Ball, but it was actually Fire Punch, which is still super effective to Bronzong. So this Alolan Muck going for the Dark Pulse. After these Snarls, probably one more Dark Pulse will be able to do it. We'll see. So a charge attack coming out. Going to be a Dark Pulse from the opposing Alolan Muck. And looks like this Alolan Muck, is he going for the Sludge Wave? No, he's going for the Dark Pulse, charging up for the Sludge Wave. This might barely not be enough. Yeah, well, it's going to be shielded anyway, so this opposing Alolan Muck going for a charge attack. The Alolan Muck on K-Pop's side is going to opt to shield that as well. Could have been possibly a Sludge Wave or Gunk Shot, not wanting to take any chances. Oh, another charge attack coming out. This has got to be a Dark Pulse. I think it's a Dark Pulse. Nope, it's a Sludge Wave, never mind. But it's still not enough to knock out the Alolan Muck, and Alolan Muck gets over Dark Pulse, and Bronzong came in, so Bronzong has to shield that. Switching into Munchlax, Lick, super effective to Munchlax, as well as that Bulldoze. Munchlax is such a little tanky Pokemon, it's going to be able to take these attacks, and it's going to be able to get to this Bulldoze, there's no doubt about it. Another charge attack coming through, Munchlax is going to shield it. I'm confident Munchlax could live this and still be able to get to Bulldoze, but you might as well shield it and preserve whatever health you have left on the Munchlax. But Munchlax will go for the Bulldoze. Undercharging it, it doesn't matter, it still knocks it out. So we'll see what comes in. Going to be a Celio. That Celio coming in. So Celio, definitely a spammy Pokemon with that Body Slam charge attack. So Bulldoze coming out. Well, not Bulldoze, Body Slam. And, this is a Water Gun Celio. Okay, not as spammy as the Powder Snow variant, but Water Gun, still a really powerful move as well. So in comes that Hypno. Water Pulse, okay, we see Water Pulse instead of Body Slam, so that's pretty interesting. So switching into Alolan Muck, this Hypno immediately upon that switch is going for Thunder Punch, not wanting to be hit by a Dark Pulse. I can't blame him. In comes that Celio going to get off a charge attack. This is definitely got to feint that Hypno. Let's see. It is that Body Slam. It does feint the Hypno. And but I don't think it really matters because maybe it does matter. Oh, time is almost up. Oh my gosh, that Celio actually pulls it off. That is a crazy round. Props to the opponent, man. That was a good match. That was a great match. I thought K-Pop had that game, but yeah, he didn't. So Hypno is switching out into his own Alolan Muck. The opponent switches out into Celio, so we see Celio again. It worked for him the previous game, right? Why not try it again? So going straight for the Sludge Wave, Celio actually protecting itself. The Muck probably didn't expect the shield. That's why he went for the Sludge Wave. So a charge attack coming through. Alolan Muck is opting to shield. It's going to be that Body Slam. and K-Pop is going to get to a Dark Pulse now. So is 2 Dark Pulse enough to knock out Celio? Let's see. So this one is going to do a good amount. Yep, 1 more Dark Pulse is going to be enough to knock out the opposing Celio. We'll have to see if he can get to it. A Body Slam coming out. Alolan still able to take it. He could barely get to it. So the opponent is either going to lose this lead or lose his final shield. Going to give up that final shield. So he's currently down a shield, although he won the lead. So we'll have to see how it plays out. In comes Hypno. Hypno probably looking to just farm down at this point. No need to throw the Thunder Punch. Body Slam going to connect, but Hypno is so tanky, guys. Another charge attack. Yeah, so again, Hypno is so tanky, definitely can take these. But it does get it low, so there's that. So let's see what comes in. Going to be in Alolan Muck and switching out right now to Munchlax. Munchlax going to be able to get to the Bulldoze. You could shield, you might not want to shield. We'll have to see. Munchlax is opting to shield that. Going to be a Dark Pulse. Probably doesn't want the Muck to try and catch the Bulldoze. Okay, able to get to the Bulldoze and get it off against the Alolan Muck. It won't be enough to knock out the Muck, but it does a lot of damage where you could probably lick down at this point. We'll have to see if the opponent tries to switch. Sludge Wave coming through. I don't know. Can the opponent get to a Dark Pulse? Oh, it looks like he's switching into Bronzong. Oh, I don't know about that switch. Bulldoze is going to connect to the Bronzong, doing a lot of damage. It's not going to take it out, doing a tremendous amount. Switching and going for the Fire Punch. This Hypno has loaded on energy, able to get off a Fire Punch, knock out the Bronzong, and in comes that Alolan Muck, and that Alolan Muck is too low to be able to survive. So pulling that one off, that was a very close game. I actually thought he was going to lose that one. So that was a great game by both players, game 1 and game 2. Coming back from leads or games I thought they were going to lose. So jumping into game 3, now this game actually does matter. So it's going to be Munchlax versus the Celio. The opponent loving that Water Gun Celio. I've never tried a Water Gun Celio, honestly. I've tried Powder Snow and I like it as well. But Water Gun obviously working in his favor in this round at least, in this game. So Celio is going to get to a charge attack, going to be a Body Slam. It doesn't do much, but it adds up. So Munchlax is going to get to a Body Slam of his own. So that Body Slam going to be shielded. Celio definitely wants to win this lead. Munchlax going to reply with a shield of his own. So another Body Slam coming. And we'll have to see. I mean, both Lick and Water Gun are very powerful moves, right? So, yeah, they're both powerful moves. Munchlax gets super low. Munchlax is going to go for a Body Slam. And this Body Slam is going to not connect, and then he's going to pull the switch into Hypno. Hypno wants to try and feint down Celio. Celio charging up a lot of energy, switching to Bronzong, but this Hypno has Fire Punch. So Fire Punch is going to connect. Bronzong can definitely take it, but it still does a good amount of damage. So Hypno going to be able to take this. It's probably a Bulldoze. Could take a Psyshock or a Bulldoze. Actually, a Psyshock not going to do much to Hypno. Hypno does resist it. So a Fire Punch is going to connect. Well, it's obviously going to connect. Getting that Bronzong really low. Farm down? Maybe? No. Okay, it looks like he was trying. That may have been a CMP tie. It looked like he was trying to click on the Fire Punch. A Psyshock coming out. Hypno is still able to take it. Yeah, it was a CMP tie. This Fire Punch is going to be enough to knock out that Bronzong, of course. Undercharging it still would have knocked it out at that range. So in comes Muck. So switching into his own Alolan Muck. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. So the opposing Alolan Muck going for a charge attack. Will we see Dark Pulse or Sludge Wave? It is a Dark Pulse. So Celio coming in. Celio is going to be hit by a Dark Pulse as well. And this Dark Pulse is going to knock out that Celio. So Celio is down. In comes that Alolan Muck again. So a charge attack coming through. Okay, going to shield. I was going to say shouldn't knock it out anyway. But going to shield doesn't want to risk like the Sludge Wave getting it super low, right? So going for a Dark Pulse of his own. Maybe he can get to another one. Probably can, honestly. I mean, even if this Muck... We'll have to see what... Oh, yeah, able to get to it without even the opposing Muck throwing anything. So getting this... opposing Alolan Muck super low, switching in, trying to catch the charge attack with Munchlax. Unfortunately wasn't able to do so, but that was a great attempt on K-Pop's side. So if this is a Sludge Wave, this probably knocks out the Alolan Muck. It is a Sludge Wave that will knock out Muck. In comes Hypno. Hypno actually fainted with confusion, and K-Pop wins round 2. That was crazy. Those were intense fights. Leave a like for K-Pop, guys. That was crazy. So, and the opponent too. I love those plays. But yeah, so jumping into round 3. So K-Pop currently 2-0. He is running Noctowl, Azumel, Skuntank, Bronzong, Munchlax, and Frostlass. So Frostlass comes in comes the Munchlax. Munchlax doing super effective damage with Lick, but at the same time, it takes 2 avalanches to knock out the Munchlax because of how powerful Frostlass is. So you do have to watch out. We'll have to see what these trainers decide to do. So Munchlax is going to opt to shield this attack. Of course, it's going to be another avalanche. Munchlax is going to go ahead and go straight Bulldoze. Body Slam is double resisted, so Bulldoze going to be enough to knock out that Frostlass. No shield coming out from the opponent's side. In comes Noctowl. Okay, Noctowl does double resist Lick, so obviously that play makes sense. Going for the Body Slam, Noctowl is pretty tanky Pokemon, so it's going to be able to take it quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, if you have the Noctowl, you just farm down at this point. Can he get to another Body Slam? He can, but, you know, it's still not going to do much. But I guess it adds up in damage, but, you know, Noctowl still able to take it. And in comes the opposing Noctowl, or K-Pop's Noctowl. The opposing Noctowl probably has back-to-back Sky Attacks, or close to it. So here comes another Sky Attack. So no shield. This is going to get the Noctowl really low, as it does. K-Pop able to get to his own Sky Attack, and I noticed his Noctowl is not running Nightshade, which is fine. You know, is it Psychic? Yeah, Psychic, I think it's Psychic, is good as well. I just ran Nightshade in mine just for Bronzong, but Psychic is obviously good as well. So in comes Alolan Muck versus Skuntank. So the question is, does the Skuntank have Flamethrower? I think the way to go is probably Sludge Bomb. So he does have Sludge Bomb, but obviously in this matchup, Flamethrower would be doing more damage to the Muck. So Alolan Muck does go for Sludge Wave, going to do a tremendous amount, just needs to get to a Dark Pulse. Going to bail, trying to catch this Charge Attack, not able to catch it, but again, nice attempt. You know, sometimes we fail those attempts, but really nice at attempting to do so anyway. So Skuntank going to shield, and Skuntank will go for a Charge Attack. This Alolan Muck opting to shield as well. Going to be a crunch. I was gonna say, can the Muck farm down, but not even close. Couldn't even get to another Charge Attack, so Sludge Bomb going to be enough to knock out the Muck, and he's actually going to go ahead and lose that one. So hey, really well played though. Really well played. So jumping into game 2 of round 3, it's going to be Alolan Muck versus Skuntank. So Poison Dark types going at it. So again, we know the opposing Skuntank has that Sludge Bomb, so we don't have to worry about Flamethrower. You can only assume it has Crunch. So going for the Sludge Bomb, it does a good amount of damage, right? It does a good amount of damage. Alolan Muck going for a Sludge Wave of his own. Well, it's a different move, but still going for the Poison attack. So this Dark Pulse able to come through. We might see a shield coming out from the opponents, and I would assume the opponent probably will shield. Yep, not wanting to lose the lead advantage. Able to get to, this has got to be a crunch. Should be enough to knock out the Muck. K-Pop is going to opt to shield this, not wanting his Alolan Muck to go down. So Alolan Muck, able to be hit by another Charge Attack. Will we see the final shield? We do not. So K-Pop going to lose that lead. I mean, he could have shielded and taken, you know, his opponent's last shield by going for the crunch, but not wanting to do that. Totally fine. Wanting to bring in Noctowl to farm down and save his shield. That actually makes sense as well. Could have went either way. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have shielded and at least took the opponent's last shield, but that's a good play as well. So this Noctowl is going for the Sky Attack. So this Sky Attack is going to connect. Just needs one more Sky Attack. This Frostlass would probably shield and farm down with Powder Snow. That's what I would do if I was the opponent. Yeah, going to shield. But we see the switch, so he's not going to be able to farm down. But in comes Noctowl from the opponent. So Munchlax going to opt to Body Slam. Obviously, you can't go for Bulldoze against the Flying type. It's double resisted. So Noctowl is going to go ahead and just go Sky Attacks, right? Wants to get this Munchlax as low as possible. So able to get it low. And then Body Slam coming out from the Munchlax. So this Body Slam is probably going to connect. Yep, it's going to connect. It has to connect because the opponent's out of shields. So Munchlax is going to use his final shield, not wanting to go down from the Sky Attack, probably wanting to get to another Body Slam. Will this be enough to knock out Noctowl? Charging up quite a bit of extra energy. Will this be enough? If it's not, Noctowl is definitely probably going to win this matchup. It is not enough, but a couple licks actually able to do it, even though it's double resisted. So in comes Frostlass, goes for the Charge Attack immediately to finish off the Munchlax, because those licks would have done a lot to Frostlass. In comes Noctowl, and unfortunately that Frostlass able to get to a charge attack, and Noctowl is going to go down. So K-Pop losing round 3. We still have another game in this round, but losing round 3, but that's okay. We'll have to see how the rest of the tournament goes. So it's going to be Munchlax versus Munchlax. So okay, pretty interesting. Again, double resisting each other, but this is going to be quite a tedious matchup. Munchlax versus Munchlax, isn't it? It's kind of like Cresselia versus Cresselia in the Ultra League, Go Battle League, but this might actually be worse. I'm not sure. So, okay, the opponent is going to go ahead and go for Body Slam as well. So, going for that Body Slam. And yeah, they're just going to trade Body Slams. I guess don't go for Bulldoze. I mean, Body Slam is more energy efficient. It's Stab. I guess the job done. You definitely want to go for Body Slam. So it looks like K-Pop has back-to-back Body Slam. So it looks like he might have actually farmed more than 100 energy. It kind of looked like he did. I'm not really sure. But either way, he definitely has back-to-back Body Slams. So we might see a shield coming from the opponent. No, we do not. Still not enough to knock it out, though. So the opponent is going to go for Body Slam. K-Pop opting not to shield this. This is going to get the Munchlax low. Not enough to knock it out. Switching immediately into Alolan Muck. But another Body Slam comes. Luckily, it's not going to be Bulldoze. It is a Body Slam. The Muck can take it. Still does a good amount. In comes Noctowl. Okay, so Noctowl is coming in. Sludge Wave is going to come through. Let's see if it connects. This is going to do massive damage to that Noctowl. It does connect. And, okay, Noctowl is going to go for a charge attack. Alolan Muck is going to shield this one. So Sky Attack coming through, and Muck does not want to go down. Just has to get to a Dark Pulse. Will we see a shield coming from the Noctowl? We might. I'll have to see. I'd probably shield if I was the opponent. Yep, the opponent is going to opt to shield that one. And looks like this Muck is trying to bail on the charge attack. Able to bail and catch with Munchlax. Beautiful play on K-Pop's side. Able to catch that Sky Attack with Munchlax. Munchlax was pretty much a goner anyway. So that was a beautiful sacrificial swap. Nice counting. So Muck comes in, but unfortunately this Noctowl has another charge attack. So it's going to be able to finish off Muck before Muck can get to a charge attack. In comes the Azumel. Out comes Skuntank. Oh, that's not a good situation for K-Pop. Look at how much damage that Poison Jab is doing, right? It's doing a pretty good amount of damage. Play Rough going to be able to connect. It does do a lot. I was surprised there was actually no shield coming out from the Skuntank. Azumel going to have to shield. It could be a bait. It's not. It's a Sludge Bomb. But, yeah, you really can't risk it. Can you farm down at this range? It's going to be close. Looks like you can't. This might be a crunch. And if it is, it's not going to knock out Azumel. No, it's going to be a Sludge Bomb. So it looks like the opponent actually swept K-Pop in that round. So that's okay. Jumping into round 4. And the opponent is running Toxicroak, Hypno, Frostlass, Azumel, Alolan Muck, and Skuntank. So double Poison Dark types. We'll have to see how this plays out. Looks like Munchlax going to bail into Beedrill. Out comes Hypno. So Hypno doing a lot of damage with Confusion. Yeah, absolute tremendous amount of damage. X-Scissor would technically be super effective, but he doesn't have it. Although that Druin, wow, that Druin actually did more than I thought. Wow, it looks like this Beedrill technically actually can beat Hypno. And I mean, if Hypno shield, they'll be able to win. So, but it actually could have actually beaten that Hypno with a little bit of an energy advantage. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. Druin actually did more than I thought to Hypno, to be honest with you. But in comes Munchlax, able to soak up that Thunder Punch. We do see another charge attack. Definitely going to be another Thunder Punch. That Hypno most likely carrying Thunder Shadow Ball as well. You're not going to go for that against a Munchlax. So Hypno is going to collapse. Totally fine. K-Pop is up a shield. Did lose switch advantage, but is up a shield. Going for the Body Slam. I missed what came in. It is going to be a Toxic. Okay, so Munchlax going to bail into Azumel. So you do have to watch out for the Sludge Bomb. If this is a Sludge Bomb, it's going to do massive amounts of damage. So opting to shield. It is going to be a Mud Bomb, so nice bait on the opponent's end. So getting to the play rough, going to do a lot to a squishy Toxicroak. In fact, it might actually knock it out. Let's see. It probably will. Yeah, that definitely knocked it out. And in comes Skuntank. Skuntank is going to... Okay, I would say Skuntank has the advantage, but with the shield, going to be able to get to a play rough. Going to shield this one. Going to be a Sludge Bomb. Not baiting. I was kind of expecting to bait, but anyway, Azumel able to get to this Hydro Pump. This is going to seal the deal on Skuntank, and that's just a massive amount of damage. So able to win round 1 or game 1 in round 4. So jumping into the next game. game 2. Going to be Noctowl versus Skunk Tank. Okay, more or less a neutral matchup. Honestly, I don't know who wins this matchup, but it's not like hard counted either way, so we'll have to find out. So it looks like Noctowl is going for the Sky Attack. I would say Noctowl probably generally wins this matchup because it's bulkier than Skunk Tank. And I mean, they're all doing neutral damage. We are seeing a Charge Attack coming through. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Skunk Tank. I really don't know who this favors, to be honest. So Noctowl is going to go for the Sky Attack right now. So this Sky Attack is not going to be shielded, and then you're just going to be able to farm down. Might have to commit the last shield, not going to commit the last shield. Crunch shouldn't take it out. Oh, it's a Sludge Bomb. Oh, that got it so low. Noctowl still wins that. Oh my gosh, wow, I actually thought that Skunk Tank was going to win that. Wow, maybe the PvP IV is really coming in. I don't know. So in comes the Azumarill. Gotta watch out for the Sludge Bomb. It's not going to take out in Azumarill. Going to be the Sludge Bomb. Doesn't take it out, but it did a lot. Azumarill going for the Play Rough. Is this enough to knock out Toxicroak at the range? It's at... Oh, Hypno came in. Beautiful switch. I didn't even notice that switch on the opponent's end. But in comes Munchlax. Munchlax definitely wants to avoid the Toxicroak, so it can come in and go head-to-head against this Hypno. Able to double resist the Shadow Ball if it has it. And obviously it doesn't take much from Thunder Punch, so you probably just don't even shield this one. Oh, okay. I guess you do. Going to go ahead and shield that one. And let's see, it's going to be that Toxicroak wanting to get to a Body Slam, I guess. And this Body Slam most likely going to be shielded. I mean, it's going to do a lot to the Toxicroak. Yep, going to be shielded. Now, can he get to another one? Oh, no, he doesn't have a shield. Never mind. He cannot get to another one. I was going to say, if he was able to get to another Body Slam, that actually made a lot of sense, but he wasn't able to. In comes the Azumarill. Oh, I think K-Pop is actually going to lose this. I don't know. Can he get... Guys, can he get to another one, another Body Slam? I don't... No, he cannot. No, he cannot. That one counter. Toxicroak is so strong. It's squishy, but it's strong. But either way, jumping into the final game of round 4. And we'll have to see whoever wins this, I guess, moves on with a 3-1 record. By the way, the tournament link will be in the description down below if you want to check all of these competitors. K-Pop went into this tournament as an elite trainer. I'm not an elite trainer. I'm not going to reach it this season, but I'm going to aim for an elite next season. So wish me luck, guys. But anyway, Beedrill versus Frostlass. So both of them squishy. So it looks like this Beedrill going to go for the Aerial Ace. Yep, going to be shielded by that Frostlass. Going to go for the Drill Run now, so going for the Drill Run, this is going to do a lot of damage to Frostlass. You know it's squishy. It's actually going to be shielded, so both shields down on the opponent's end. Will we see a shield? The final shield? No shield, this Avalanche, it's got to be enough. Yeah, I was going to say, I would be surprised if that was not enough. So in comes Munchlax. Munchlax going to... Oh no, the opponent actually pulls a switch. Munchlax is going for the Body Slam. I'm actually really surprised the opponent didn't go for an Avalanche. But, oh well, switching to Toxicroak. Now the Hypno can come in. That switch may have cost that opponent because now they just lost their Toxicroak. So that may have cost the opponent the match. I don't know how this goes, honestly. But that probably cost the opponent the match. And it's okay. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. It happens. But... anyway, this Hypno going to be taking a lot from Crunch. It's not going to be enough to knock out the Hypno, but it is going to do a lot of damage. And then Skunk Tank is going to be able to farm down, but not before a Thunder Punch comes out. So this Thunder Punch going to be coming out from the Hypno. Not enough to knock out, of course, but Hypno does collapse after that. Okay. In comes this Munchlax, and if you're the Munchlax, you just farm down. Okay, no shield. Could have shielded, but not wanting to shield Sludge Bomb. Going to be doing a lot of damage. In comes the Frostlass. Now you shield. Good play to not shield that Sludge Bomb and shield this Avalanche instead, because I feel like that would have done more damage. Going for the Body Slam. Oh man, I feel like this is not enough to knock out that Frostlass. Is it? No, it's not, but one more lick was able to do it, and then this Munchlax is going to be able to lick down. Oh no, going for the Body Slam. So he's going for the Body Slam. He's actually going to be able to win. I feel like the opponent could have won that if they didn't make that switch earlier, but that's okay. I mean, I make mistakes too, so if it's a mistake, it's okay. You know, it's not like a big deal. But anyway, jumping into the next round. Okay, we see a pretty interesting team coming from the opponent. We see Venusaur, Bibarel, Alolan Muck, Bronzong, Wigglytuff, and Celio. So leading with the Celio. This Celio, compared to the other one, does have Powder Snow. So Celio going to go for a Charge Attack, going to be Aurora Beam. So Coming out with a Raw Beam, these Thunder Punches going to do a good amount of damage to Celio. Celio could definitely take it, but it's actually going to opt to shield. So going for a Thunder Punch, Alolan Muck switches in. Okay, able to catch the Thunder Punch, but I mean, the Thunder Punch going into Alolan Muck is not the worst thing in the world. So in comes Beedrill. Okay, so wanting to get to that Drill Run, actually able to get to it, though. The opponent could shield, but then they would be giving up their last shield, so I don't know what they're going to do. They are not going to shield, just absolutely destroying that Alolan Muck. One hit, able to knock it out. It wasn't at full health, but it still knocked it out from where it was. That was actually crazy. Beedrill is an absolute beast in the Sorcerous Cup, guys. It honestly is. I wish I used it in mine. I mean, I did well in my tournament, in my Wildcard tournament, but it's an absolute monster. So Beedrill is going for Aerial Ace now. That will be shielded by Celio. Celio going to opt to go for a charge attack. Is it going to be a Raw Beam or Body Slam? It's going to be Body Slam. Beedrill able to take it. Going to switch out into Hypno. Just farm down Celio at this point. Celio does get to a charge attack. Body Slam. This Hypno is going to get low, but it's going to be able to take it to the Raw Beam. Can he take it? No, he cannot. He cannot take in a Raw Beam. That's okay. So in comes Beedrill. Out comes Bebarrel. Oh man, Bebarrel with Water Gun. Oh man, I'm having flashbacks because I used Bebarrel a lot in the Ferocious Cup. It was a great Pokemon. I haven't battled it in the Sorcerous Cup. That doesn't mean it's not good though. It still definitely has its place, so it's definitely a good Pokemon, but can it stand up to some of these other powerhouses? We'll see. So this Alolan Muck going to go for the Dark Pulse right now. And this Dark Pulse is going to knock out the Bebarrel. In comes that Celio. He just got to snarl it down, so actually able to win game 1 in round 5. So really well played on both players' ends, but K-Pop really well. So leading with Beedrill against the Alolan Muck. So we'll see. I mean, obviously Beedrill does take a lot from Dark Pulse, but of course it's dishing out a lot of damage with Drill Run. So this Drill Run definitely going to be super effective. Definitely going to do a tremendous amount. Poly Shield. Yep, going to be a shield. Beedrill could shield. Okay, Beedrill is going to shield. Matching shields, it makes a lot of sense. Actually going to be an Acid Spray. Wow, usually you see like Sludge Wave or Gunk Shot in Dark Pulse. Holy cow, actually seen Acid Spray. So nice bait on the opponent's end. That was beautiful. So Dark Pulse coming out from the Alolan Muck. Bronzong definitely going to shield. Going to go for the Bulldoze. We are going to see a shield coming out from the Alolan Muck because this Muck is going to be able to get to another Dark Pulse. So going to be able to get to it. I don't think this is enough to knock out the Bronzong, but it should be in Snarl Farmer range. We'll have to see. Is it enough? Oh no, it actually is enough. Okay. So able to just take out the Bronzong, so beautiful. In comes Bebarrel. So just going for another Dark Pulse, but it looks like the Alolan Muck tried to catch the Dark Pulse, but that's okay because he didn't fall for it. Able to just go straight Sludge Wave, going to do a massive amount of damage. This Muck probably has Acid Spray, Dark Pulse, so probably definitely going to be the Dark Pulse. No reason to Acid Spray at this point. Yep, going to be the Dark Pulse. That is not enough to knock out Muck, but in comes Hypno. Can Hypno farm down before? Nope. Another Dark Pulse going to be coming through. Going to be doing massive damage, super effective damage to the Hypno. But Hypno is going to be able to take it and farm down. And in comes that Bebarrel and Thunder Punch. Going to be super effective. I mean, it's still going to be able to take them. But look how much, I mean, it actually does a lot of damage. Can this Bebarrel Water Gun down? Oh, he can Water Gun down. I wasn't sure if he would be able to get to another Thunder Punch. What is coming in? Beedrill with that Drill Run. This is going to seal the deal and the round. So Drill Run is going to knock out Bebarrel. And that is the round. We have another game, though, in round 5. Yeah, let me know if you guys like to see the third game, if it doesn't matter. I could always stop it, but, I've been including the third games, of course, just to show you the full tournament and the full experience. But right now we have Hypno versus Celio. So Celio going to be going probably Body Slam spam. So Body Slam. Yeah, Hypno going to go for Thunder Punch. It looks like he almost has enough for 2. So going for 1 right now. Going to be doing massive amounts of damage to Celio. Celio opting to shield. But another Thunder Punch coming out. Not before this charge attack coming out. Hypno can just take it. It's going to be a Body Slam. Yeah, I mean, 1 more Body Slam should be enough after the Powder Snows. But Hypno is going to be able to go for the Thunder Punch. Oh, double shield, actually going down both shields. That is actually crazy. You could shield this and get to another Thunder Punch and win this matchup with the shield. We might see a switch coming from the opponent. It's going to be hard. Oh no, wow, actually getting to another body slam. I didn't think he'd make it. Is Hypno going to shield? No, he's not. So oh, he actually survives it. Oh man, he actually survives it and goes for the Thunder Punch. Wow, that is incredible. You could see the bulk coming through from that Hypno. So winning the lead as well as the shield advantage is huge. So in comes that Alolan Muck to finish off the Hypno. Out comes Beedrill, this Drill Run, going to be unshielded, cannot be shielded. This Muck is almost at full health. Let's see if it's enough. It is not at almost at full health, but it does close to it. It almost knocks it out. Let's see, it's probably Dark Pulse. Yep, going to be Dark Pulse. Going to do a lot, as I said, to Beedrill, but not enough. In comes Bronzong. Out comes Alolan Muck. So this Alolan Muck going to be able to get to a Dark Pulse. K-Pop is in absolute control of this game. So Dark Pulse is going to come through, doing a lot of damage. And this Charge Attack coming through, Alolan Muck is going to opt to shield this one. Going to be a Psyshock, so nice bait on the opponent's end, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters. You could just farm down. Yeah, couldn't get to a Bulldoze anyway, and just go for the Dark Pulse to finish off the game. So, yeah, that is going to conclude round 5. So that was a really well-played game, but still able to win that game. Yeah, able to win that game. And jumping into round 6. So the opponent is having Alolan Muck, Azumel, Glalie. Very interesting. Bronzong, Alakazam, and Beedrill. Let's see that Alakazam and Glalie, please. If you're the opponent, please. So Hypno going to be hit with X's. It's super effective. Oh, super effective. Yep. In comes Alolan Muck. So Beedrill switching out. Let's see this. Yeah, the Muck going to be doing a lot of damage. Just needs 2 Dark Pulse. So going to be doing a lot. If you're the opponent, you probably shield this Drill Run. Let's see. Let's see if the opponent decides to shield this. Yep, going to shield it, not wanting to take it. Yeah, going for the Dark Pulse. Beedrill is shielding. Honestly, you can farm down with Snarl if you're Muck, but you might have to commit your last shield. I think you can, right? So, yeah, Drill Run coming out. If you're the Muck, you can shield and farm down with Snarl and have a lot of energy. I think that might be the play. It looks like that's the play. No, he's just going to go for it. He could have farmed that Beedrill down, but maybe not really realizing it. So going for the Dark Pulse. So winning the lead, though. The opponent does win the lead. In comes Alolan Muck on K-Pop's end. So the opposing Alolan Muck switches into Beedrill. In comes Hypno. Fire Punch to Hypno. That's what I'm talking about. Fire Punch to Hypno. Not enough to knock it out. Oh, cannot get to another. That's how fast X's is, guys. X's on Beedrill. Absolutely super fast. Actually enough to knock it out. In comes Alolan Muck. Able to farm down the opposing Beedrill, though, with Snarl. So let's see what comes in. Let's see what comes in. Okay, Sludge Wave going to hit this Alolan Muck in the face. So this Sludge Wave is going to connect and knock out that Muck. In comes Glalie. So we do see a Glalie. We do see the Glalie. Ooh, Dark Pulse coming out before like an Avalanche or any other move comes out. So it's going to be that Dark Pulse, and then this Glalie is going to go for a Charge Attack. Alolan Muck is definitely going to opt to shield this. Going to be that Avalanche, and it's probably going to get to another Dark Pulse. Yep, going to be able to get to a Dark Pulse. Should be enough to knock out this Glalie. So it is enough to knock it out and able to win that. So really beautiful. Really well played on K-Pop's end. Just real, wow, this whole tournament so far has been beautiful play after beautiful play. Beautiful switch after beautiful switch, right? This whole tournament, you know, I know I've shoutcasted for K-Pop quite a few times in the past, and I never get tired of it. It's always such a pleasure because the play style is just huge. But so we see Beedrill versus Glalie. So let's see how this matchup plays out. Honestly, I don't really know. So Drill Run coming out from the Beedrill. Glalie, not the bulkiest Pokemon, actually quite squishy, so Glalie is going to opt to shield that. Going to go ahead and go for an Avalanche, but this Beedrill is going to shield as well. So it looks like, going for Shadow Ball, excuse me. So Shadow Ball, so it looks like they're actually even in terms of doing fast move damage. But the second shield coming out from the Glalie. Looks like this Beedrill is going to be able to get to a Drill Run and win. As long as K-Pop commits his last shield, we may see a switch from the Glalie's side. Yep, going to see that switch into Beedrill, but this Beedrill is carrying Aerial Ace. Super effective against opposing Beedrill. That's why you carry the Aerial Ace, right? Look how much damage that does to the Beedrill. So this Beedrill on K-Pop's end is going to go down, but not before dishing out a lot of damage to not only Glalie, but Beedrill. So in comes Hypno. Hypno is going to be able to farm down that opposing Beedrill. In comes Glalie. So this Fire Punch, ooh, this has got to be enough, right? I mean, I know Fire Punch is not a powerful move, especially coming from Hypno, but it's still enough. In comes Alakazam. Oh my gosh, we do see Alakazam. Alakazam, I think, does pack Shadow Ball, so obviously Hypno has to watch out, but going for the Fire Punch. Doing a lot of damage. Alakazam, definitely a super ultra squishy Pokemon. Going for a Charge Attack, going to be that Shadow Ball. That will knock out the Hypno. But, yeah. This is definitely over. You could just farm down with Snarl, or you can go for Dark Pulse, I guess. But farming down with Snarl, even those Snarls did a lot of damage to that Alakazam. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I think that was round 6. So jumping into... Well, we're still in round 6. Jumping into the final game. Going to be that Hypno versus Zumel. Okay, so we'll have to see how this matchup plays out. Obviously, this Pure Fight Hypno has Thunder Punch. So we will have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see if the Zumel can land a Hydro Pump or exactly what's going on. So this Hypno is going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. That's actually a best buddy of Zumel, so that's pretty cool. So Zumel going to go for a Charge Attack. Hypno shielding up the Hydro Pump, so nice shield on the Hypno's end. So this Hypno going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch, almost knocking it out. You just farm down with Confusions. Even a Hydro Pump, I don't think is enough at this range to knock out a Hypno. It's only a play rough, so that's definitely not enough. Maybe Hydro Pump was. It's kind of difficult to tell. But either way, still able to win that lead. Down a shield, but still winning switch advantage, which is huge. So going for a Thunder Punch against an Alolan Muk that just came in. So this Muk, okay, it looks like he's looking to switch. He does switch into his own Alolan Muk. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Obviously, K-Pop has the health advantage, but the opponent has the energy advantage. Going for Sludge Wave. So looks like this Alolan Muk going for Dark Pulse. So going for that Dark Pulse. That Dark Pulse is going to be shielded. And this Muk not able to get to it. The opposing Muk does get to a Charge Attack. Sludge Wave may be enough. Going to be a Dark Pulse, that's not enough. So this Alolan Muk able to go for the Sludge Wave right now. This Sludge Wave going to be shielded. And looks like the opposing Alolan Muk might from there. No, going to switch into Bronzong. Ooh, that switch was very interesting because now it's taking a Dark Pulse unless it's shielded. It's not shielded. Oh, the opponent has no shield. That's why it's not shielded. I'm really surprised by that switch into Bronzong. Maybe he thought he could farm him down. But Beedrill comes in. Especially since he knew he had a Beedrill in the back and Confusion would be good against Beedrill, so I'm not really sure. Although Drill Run actually is also good against Bronzong, I guess. So this Aerial Ace is going to knock out the Bronzong. And in comes Alolan Muk. So Alolan Muk going to be able to get to a Charge Attack, so it's going to be enough to knock out this Beedrill, of course. Beedrill's so low. So it does knock out the Beedrill. And in comes Hypno. And can Hypno get to a Thunder Punch? Oh, no, it cannot. That Alolan Muk snarls down, and the opponent actually wins. So that Bronzong felt like it was a little bit of a mistake, but at the end of the day, I guess it did. It obviously didn't matter. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. I don't know. But either way, still winning that one on the opponent's end, but K-Pop won it. So moving on to the final round, round 7, currently 5-1. So the opponent is running Wigglytuff, Noctowl, Bronzong, Munchlax, Frostlass, and Alolan Muk. So, we see the Frostlass lead. You do have to watch out for Shadow Ball. It's going to do a massive amount of damage from a Frostlass. Are you kidding? Of course it is. So, correctly shielding that Shadow Ball. Nice play. Going for the Fire Punch. Frostlass does shield that. And it looks like... can't get to another Fire Punch. Is this a Shadow Ball? K-Pop not wanting to risk it. It is a Shadow Ball. So going for a Fire Punch, so this Fire Punch will definitely knock out the Frostlass unless if the final shield comes into play. It does. Looks like the opponent is switching out into a Zumel, trying to farm down. Oh, this Frostlass, switching out really late in the switch. Because he's so late in the switch, he's going to be able to take this. He's going to take this Hydro Pump. But he was, I guess, going to be taking it anyway. But, so this Zumel definitely in a great position. So it looks like this Munchlax going to go... probably just straight body slam. Oh, Gunk Shot! Gunk Shot coming from the Munchlax? I didn't even know Munchlax got Gunk Shot. That was huge. That did a lot of damage from a Zumel. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know Munchlax got Gunk Shot. That was crazy. That was a beautiful play. I mean, obviously, K-Pop couldn't have shielded anyway, but... So in comes the Hypno. Hypno looking to get to a Thunder Punch, able to get to it. So it does get to that Thunder Punch. So going for the Thunder Punch. And this Noctowl able to get to a charge attack. I don't know if this Sky Attack is enough. I feel like it's not. Right? No, it's definitely not enough. Allowing K-Pop to get to another Thunder Punch. Another Thunder Punch. So, going to be able to knock out that Noctowl. And that's going to be the game. So, despite that amazing play, still able to win it. K-Pop still able to win it. But, yeah, now K-Pop at least knows that Munchlax is packing Gunk Shot, right? So, jumping into the next game in round 7. So, it's going to be Munchlax versus Alolan Muck. So, this Alolan Muck, let's see how this plays out. Do you go straight Body Slam or do you bluff? Or Bulldoze, I should say. Not Body Slam, Bulldoze. We'll have to see. I'd probably go straight Bulldoze. Let's see what K-Pop does. Looks like he's going to bluff. Okay, maybe that's the correct play. We'll see if Alolan Muck does shield. He does not shield. He does not shield. Okay. But, oh, he can't get to it. He almost got to another Body Slam, but not able to get to it. So, Munchlax is going to shield his Dark Pulse. Going to go for the Body Slam. So, this Body Slam is going to be shielded. Can he get to... Okay, so this Alolan Muck able to get to another charge attack. So, a charge attack coming through. Going to knock out Munchlax. In comes a Azumarill. Azumarill going to be able to farm down... yeah, going to be able to farm down because if you shield this... Do you shield... I mean, it's definitely a Sludge Wave. No, it's not. Never mind. Maybe... I guess he couldn't get to it. I I thought he had enough energy for it. But nice play not to shield that. So in comes Noctowl going for the Hydro Pump. So this Hydro Pump going to do a lot of damage. And so Frostlass versus Hypno. So Fire Punch again going to be doing a lot. So is Shadow Ball though. So Fire Punch coming out from the Hypno. Very interesting to see Fire Punch and Thunder Punch. Although obviously it's been working out really well for K-Pop. So Frostlass going to go for a charge attack. Hypno will shield it. Going to be an Avalanche. So going to be a bait, but at the end of the... Oh, it does matter. I thought that Frostlass was going to be farmed. Is it Shadow? No, it's another Avalanche. So he probably... Okay, that was a good play on the opponent's end. He thought, okay, I can't get to Shadow Ball because he's going to shield it. So I'm going to go for Avalanche and get to his second Avalanche. So nice play on the opponent's end. At least do some damage. It still did a lot. So now we have the hit as Noctowl. Noctowl going to be hit by this Thunder Punch. Gonna be knocking it out, right? Yes, gonna be knocking it out. So K-Pop, I believe that was, I believe 2 rounds, right? In round 7, I believe that was 2 rounds. So Hypno gonna be going up against Munchlax. So I believe this is the final round. But I don't think it matters. I think K-Pop won the previous 2. That's what I was trying to say. I think so, right? So Munchlax going for the Body Slam. Yeah, so Body Slam is going to connect against the Noctowl. So Noctowl is going to go ahead and get to a charge attack right now. So this is going to be a Sky Attack. Sky Attack coming through, doing a lot to Munchlax. Yeah, this match has to favor definitely that Noctowl because Noctowl double resisting those licks, as I mentioned earlier. So, but it also depends on shield usage too, I guess. Ooh, wow, looks like that Noctowl is severely over farming. So another Body Slam. Excuse me, guys. Another Body Slam. So Noctowl is shielded. It is going to get to a charge attack, so it's going to be that Sky Attack. So that Sky Attack going to be enough to knock out that Munchlax. In comes Hypno. As I said, at charge attack coming through. I'm sorry, guys. My phone is ringing, so please ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Sorry about that, guys. But I forgot to put it on mute. But either way, let's jump back into the battle, right? It doesn't affect much. So right now we have an Azumarill versus a Munchlax. So going to go ahead and shield that Azumarill is going to. And Munchlax is going to go ahead and go for a charge attack. So this charge attack is going to be go through. So I kind of lost my train of thought because of that phone call. But anyway, Azumarill going to go for that play rough. That play rough is going to be shielded by the Munchlax. Munchlax is going to go ahead and go for a charge attack. So this is going to be a Body Slam. That's not enough to knock out Azumarill. Azumarill cannot get to that play rough. In comes Hypno. Hypno is going to get to a Thunder Punch. This Thunder Punch is going to connect into the Munchlax, of course, because there's no shield on the opponent's end. Munchlax does get to a charge attack. Hypno is going to shield this. So Body Slam not going to connect. And then Munchlax does collapse. In comes Alolan Muck. And Hypno is going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. So this is going to connect, but, you know, doesn't really do that much. So going to be able to lose that one, but again, it doesn't matter. So basically what happened was there was a big weight tie. There was a huge tie, right? Not a huge tie, but there were a few people that tied, so they had to play tiebreakers. So this is the tiebreaker. K-pop was in it, so let's see what he does. The winner was going to get an invite to Continentals, so they could determine the winner. So this is it. This is technically the next round. So we have the opponent running Beedrill, Noctowl, Azumel, Skuntank, Munchlax, and Frostlass. So Munchlax is going for the Body Slam right now. And another Body Slam. Going for another Body Slam. So this Body Slam is going to connect. So, okay, going to connect from the opponent. So Body Slam coming through. Going to connect. Again, Munchlax, as I said, it's definitely a long and drawn out match. So we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be a Body Slam coming in from that Munchlax, and Munchlax is going to go ahead and go for Body Slam right now. This Body Slam going to connect, going to get Munchlax really low. Going for that Body Slam. Could not lick down. So the Munchlax is going to go ahead and shield it. And this Munchlax going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. Actually able to get the Body Slam. That's how weak Lick is to a normal type, right? Because it just does not do much damage because it's double resisted. So in comes Azumel to faint down with one bubble. Out comes Noctowl. So Noctowl, okay, we'll have to see this matchup. Noctowl is going to go for that Sky Attack. So it is going to connect. And Azumel going to go for a charge attack. We'll have to see. Obviously, Ice Beam in this situation would be good. It's not going to be Ice Beam. I don't think many players do carry Ice Beam in the Sorcerous Cup. So Noctowl going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. So the Sky Attack is going to be shielded. So it is shielded. And we'll have to see. Azumel going to go ahead and go for the charge attack. So this charge attack going to be Play Rough. So Play Rough is going to knock out Noctowl. In comes Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck is going to be able to get to a Dark Pulse. But this, I don't think, is going to be enough to knock out the Azumel. But Azumel has a shield anyway. Able to get to a charge attack. Muck could shield. Probably does. No, not going to shield. Going to take a lot. Wanting to save the shield. Okay. This Muck is going... Oh, no. So now, obviously, Muck has the shield. So Muck is going to opt to shield this. Going to be a Play Rough. And so Muck going to farm up a little bit extra and go for the Dark Pulse, enough to knock out that Azumel. So it does knock out the Azumel. And in comes Noctowl. Muck just does not have enough firepower to be able to knock out the Noctowl. I mean, it just does not. So Sludge Wave going to connect, doing a lot of damage, but just farming down. Time limit was almost up actually as well. So going to lose game one in the tiebreaker round. So next up, it is Hypno versus Munchlax. So let's see how this matchup plays out. Hypno is going to switch into Noctowl, and in comes Azumel. So Noctowl is going to shield, and or not shield, but it's going to go for the Sky Attack. Now, what am I saying? It's going to go for the Sky Attack, and a little bit of lag. I don't think it affected anything. Weak connection. You hate seeing it in Go Battle League, right? So Azumel going to go ahead and go for a charge attack. So this charge attack going to be Play Rough. And looks like this Noctowl wants to charge up a lot of energy. Oh, overcharged way too much energy, which is going to force him to use his shield. But that's okay because he's almost at 2 Sky Attacks, actually charging up more energy. So he has 2 Sky Attacks. So he's going for one right now. If we see a shield, he'll be able to go for another one immediately. He knew that. That's why... or the opponent knew that. That's why the opponent decided not to shield. But another Sky Attack should be coming into whatever comes in. It's going to be a Noctowl. So we do see the other Sky Attack. Probably no shield. I mean, Noctowl is going to be able to take this. Oh, we do see a shield. Okay. So Noctowl, the opposing one, does faint down. And then in comes Hypno. So Hypno going to be hit by the Sky Attack. Not going to shield. K-pop not wanting to use a shield. And okay, that does a good amount. So in comes Munchlax. So now the opposing, or K-Pop's Munchlax switches in to catch the body slam. So nice switch. So, oh my gosh, we're in this matchup again, aren't we? This is slow, drawn out, time-inducing matchup, but it's okay. I'm sure this matchup was super common. I've been in this matchup. You know, it's definitely a common matchup, especially in the Sorcerous Cup, right? Well, definitely in the Sorcerous Cup. But yeah. So okay, the opposing Munchlax is going to go for a body slam. So that body slam going to do a lot. Not going to be able to farm down. Oh, Munchlax switches out to catch the body slam. So nice switch on the opponent's end. Going to catch it with Noctowl. But Hypno switches in and goes for a Thunder Punch. So that Thunder Punch going to be shielded. And let's see what happens. Okay, Noctowl going to go for a Sky Attack. This Hypno definitely wants to shield because it wants to get to a Thunder Punch. So it's going to be able to get to that Thunder Punch, actually over farming, and it does get to the Thunder Punch, and this is definitely going to knock out Noctowl, excuse me, without a doubt. So he does knock out Noctowl, and in comes that Munchlax. So he over farmed because he wanted to be able to get to another Thunder Punch. So nice play. So going for that Thunder Punch right now. It doesn't do much at all, but yeah, it's better than nothing. So switching into, or bringing in his own Munchlax, but unfortunately, Body Slam will knock it out. So K-Pop does not win the Continental Invites, but he went 6-1 in the tournament, and he made it to the playoffs to try and win the Continental Invite. I don't know if that was the final round, this tiebreaker round, but it was very well played. Thank you so much for submitting it to me, K-Pop. I really do appreciate whenever you reach out to me and want your video shoutcasted. You can always do that, as well as any of you. If I can't make, if I can't shoutcast yours, I apologize, and try again with another video. I try to get to as many players as I can. But anyway, he did go ahead and lose the tiebreaker round, but they're still playing the third game anyway, so still really impressive. Hopefully he weighed this tournament because this was super impressive. I wish I weighted my Wildcard tournament because I did better than my weighted one, but that's okay. Hypno is going to go for Thunder Punch against the Azumel. That will knock out the Azumel. Maybe K-Pop can at least pick up one win in the playoffs. I don't know. So Hypno is going to go for the Thunder Punch against the Munchlax. Munchlax definitely going to be able to take it. But Munchlax is going to be able to farm down with Lick. That's where Lick is really good against Hypno. So in comes Munchlax. Here we go again. But that is totally fine. So going to be a Body Slam. And will this Munchlax get... this Munchlax will definitely get to a Body Slam. So but Munchlax able to go for a Body Slam right now. And so a Body Slam coming out from Munchlax. So it's going to, just going to be body slams, right? You might as well just go straight body slams. So going to be another one. K-Pop not going to shield it, Going to be able to take it. And, okay, I thought maybe he would try for the Bulldoze, but I don't think Bulldoze would knock out from that range anyway. So going for the body slam, you cannot farm down with Lick. It's very rare that you can actually farm down with Lick. So Body Slam going to knock out K-Pop's Munchlax. In comes Noctowl. Out comes the opponent's Noctowl. And this Noctowl going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. The opposing Noctowl going to up to shield that one up. So yeah, looks like the K-Pop's Noctowl is going to shield. And it's going to be a Sky Attack. And K-Pop going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack as well. So this is going to do a tremendous amount, or not a tremendous amount, but it's going to be shielded anyway. I'm wanting to keep both Noctowls alive. Looks like the opponent is going for a Sky Attack, going to get K-Pop's Noctowl really low, as it does right there. And looks like he might try and... he can't farm down because K-Pop has two Sky Attacks ready to go, right? Or at least one, and then almost another one. So yeah, not going to farm down, going to go straight Sky Attack, which will knock out K-Pop's Noctowl. And that's going to be it for this one. See you in the next video, guys. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.